Pranam. Today the topic is anger management. One of my friends from abroad, he wrote to me that he is getting uncontrolled anger. So please suggest. So owing to this, I am preparing a small video for this. Actually, basically, what's anger? Anger is something that your mind isn't conceiving. That means your mind is not agreeing to something. So something is happening there, your mind is not agreeing, you get anger, right? So I will put it like this. Different people get anger. Some people they get very less anger, and some people they get more anger. Their anger outburst is so much. So why the difference? The thing is, take a small pebble, you throw the pebble into the pot of water. It creates a great disturbance. The same pebble, if you can throw into an ocean, still the pebble creates the disturbance, but its impact is negligible. So, the thing is, your mind is constrained. You have not exposed it to the world. So, these small things are creating so much anger on you. So, the first thing is broaden your thoughts, broaden your mind, your attitude, and think big. Because ultimately, what you are now, tomorrow you are not the same. You change. So, basing on this, just broaden your mindset. I shall come back. I shall come back to the Vedantic perspective. The mind. See, anger actually, anger is the product of mind. Agree? So, if we control our mind, the anger gets streamlined. Anger will not disappear. Even the greatest of yogis used to get anger until they achieve the samadhi. So, anger comes. So, once you control your mind, the anger is streamlined. So, the second question is how to control the mind? Is it so easy to control the mind? No, mind control is not possible. The thing is, mind is a device which goes on or which keeps on thinking based on your thoughts and the inputs which you have already given. So, if you can see a tree, again the mind thinks basing on the tree. See, it's like a monkey jumping onto the branches from one branch to another. So, mind goes on. It is the quality of the mind. You cannot stop it. But what to do? There are actually four systems of thought of the mind. One is manas, buddhi, ahankara, and chitta. Manas means the mind or whatever you are thinking based on the emotions or the inputs given. You think and you feel happiness, sadness, anger, all these are the product of manas. The second is buddhi. Buddhi is something that can distinguish. That means when you think for a little, you can distinguish what is good, what is bad, and what to do, what not to do. That is buddhi. The third is ahankar. Ahankar means what you have perceived as I. If I have perceived myself as a speaker, motivational speaker, or something, or as a teacher, or anything, whatever my profession be, if I have perceived myself as this, that you call ahankar. And the last one is chitta. Chitta means the chip of subconscious, everything. So, basing on that, you behave in such a way. So, the inputs which have gone through the mano, buddhi, ahankara have all been stored into the chitta. So, you behave in a particular way because of chitta. So, the thing is, now you have to control the anger. So, you cannot change the mind, nor you can change the chitta, which is the product of many years of your life. But you have got an option to change the ahankar used by from buddhi. By buddhi, you can differentiate between the ahankar. Ahankar means I have already created some feeling in my mind that I am this, I am that. While I can change it through using the ahankar. Now I can make myself a simple, honest person. I can now know the reality of the world. So I can be as simple as I can. So once you change your ahankar, then automatically the manas will change. Hitherto you are thinking that you are a great person or something else, and now you have come to the truth that you are one among the people. So your ahankar has changed. When your ahankar is changed, now when you don't perceive yourself as something else that you were perceiving earlier, your thought process also changes. So now no more anger. That's why the Indian tradition says you prefer the divine song, listen to divine songs or stories, and now you will know how big the creator is. The creation which you are living is a very small thing when you compare to the creator. So you can change your ahankar. Now your thought process is entirely changed. Now slowly when you pursue or when you practice this happiness or calmness of mind or anything, you slowly avoid getting anger, and you have to practice your mind. So the second thing is, okay, you are getting anger, right? Where is this anger born? You are seeing something which you don't like and you are getting anger, right? What are you seeing? You are seeing something unpleasant or something which your mind doesn't perceive. So observe carefully. Your anger is not the product of that objective. In fact, anger is the product of the subject. Means anger is coming within you. Anger is not coming there. Anger is coming within you. So now you have to change yourself. Anger is the product of your mind, right? So if you can change your mind, the anger is gone. Why are you getting anger? We all know what happens by getting anger. We lose relationships, we lose our temper, we scream, we lose peace of mind, we spoil the things, and many more. And sometimes we even spoil the lives. Is it required? Let's be happy. So, just next time when you get anger, just think of yourself. Is this required? Is this essential? Anger is not required, because ultimately the anger leads so that you have to waste your time by getting anger, spending so much time on this. Just smile, everything goes good. So grow above the things that makes you anger. Live yourself, make the life a better thing, make the world a better thing. Pranam.